Good morning, folks. November Charlie 4X-ray Lima NC4XL. North Carolina for extreme lovers. Oh, I'm not. Just Dom, the darling old man. I thought I'd share a little something with a lot of the activators. And many activators, they're confined to the type of antenna that they may have, i.e. a ham stick or an ATOS, which I use. An eagle. And a lot of times activators forget. A lot of new activators may not realize. And this, like I say, is for the activator. Here on the East Coast, and again, the West Coast is going to be different because propagation, gray line time is different, but it's something to think about. There are many of your state environment hunters that you're missing, or they're missing you. Very simple, they're missing you because you don't realize being close in, it's a struggle for them to work you in the, we'll use the term local parks, local to the state, because of propagation, how it works, and what band you're on. We have observed many folks that stay on 20 meters and they're missing the opportunity on 40 meters to work local statewise, not local around the corner, but other stations within the state that they are at because they want to go to 20 or they want to go to 15 or they want to go to 10, and they're missing sharing contacts with the locals in the state. Now, I'm just going to give you an example of what method that I use. And it's only because I'm on the East Coast. And it's only because I start early in the morning, 1300 UTC. But I'm sure that this works in the evening time because we have a young gentleman. I will not disclose who he is, but in the evening time, when I'd love to work him on 40 meters, he's hanging his hat in DX land on 20 meters. And he'll stay on 20 meters. The scenario is all of us that are in the state of North Carolina trying to work him are struggling to hear him on 20, if at all. But if he would go to 40 meters, us folks that are in this state would appreciate him. Now, take the state of North Carolina and change it to Georgia, change it to South Carolina, change it to any state where we're missing as activators those local to the state to work us. As I said, I'll share how I do it. When I go out and activate again, I start out early in the morning, 1300, we'll say UTC. And I'm going to hit 40 meters right away, first band, every time. And then I'll watch the spotting page and I may go to 20 and I may go to 15 or 17, depending what propagation is like. And you'll, as an activator, you'll learn it. It takes time and time, so that means it's more fun out in more parks practicing. But I'll run the gamut of the bands, 20, 17, 15, 12, 10. If I have any opportunity for 2 meters 440 locally, I'll run that. But if any of you have been following what I do, I go back to 40 meters and I'll work it again. and I will pick up more local to the state contacts. And those are the ones that are very appreciative because they didn't hear me first thing in the morning. Because gray line effect wasn't in their favor, propagation wasn't in their favor. But the bands change. And activators understand that if you're going to have a good run and you don't mind spending the time, go back to 40. And I'll go back to 20 also. 20 is an all-day band. 40 isn't. But if you go back to 40 with propagation changing, you're going to pick up those that are local to your state wherever you're at. And I know that those hunters would appreciate that much more than you realize it being out in the field. And I'm speaking from both sides because at home I do hunt. And it's frustrating when I know if they would get off of 20 meters or get off of 17 meters and go to 40 meters, that I would be able to work them because I'm listening to other North Carolina stations working other people. But the stations that we're looking for to cover us here in North Carolina, additional parks, they're not there. They're on 20 meters. I hope you understand it, activators. It's not complaining. It's just learning how to work the bands and not be worked by the bands, and help those that are within your local state, regardless if it's on the East Coast or West Coast. See what you can do, enjoy, and remember, the whole thing about amateur radio is having fun. For me, Parks on the Air, field day, every day. Go out, enjoy. God bless. November Charlie 4XL Lima, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Oh, I'm not. Just Dom, 73s.